Hey guys, it's Hannah, and I am here today to do the Fall Time Cozy Time book tag. I was not tagged by anybody, unless somebody did one of those I tag you things. Then yes, I was tagged by somebody. Today I have with me a pumpkin spice hot chocolate. Yeah, you heard that right. Crunching leaves. The world is full of color. Choose a book that has reds, oranges, and yellows on the cover. I got one. Michael Vey Hunt for the Jade Dragon by Richard Paul Evans. This is the fourth book in the Michael Vey series, and it's going to be a 7-book series, I believe. Yes, 7. And it is really good. And it's about a boy named Michael Vey, and he has these electrical powers where he can shock people. And so he's kind of, his mom and him move around a lot, and to kind of keep his powers hidden so nobody knows about them. But then one day at school, something happens, of course, and his powers get exposed. And one of the girls who sees him use his powers is like, I have powers too. So then there's this whole adventure, and people get kidnapped, and people have to go save other people. And it is a really good series so far. And another thing is, it makes me think of fall because it comes out every fall. It comes out in September. And the last book had a terrible cliffhanger. Okay, have you read Mark of Athena? It was worse than Mark of Athena, guys. I mean, it was terrible. But yes. And so now I am very impatiently waiting for next fall to get the next book. Oh, I want the next book right now. Cozy Sweater. It's finally cool enough to don warm, cozy clothing. What book gives you the warm fuzzies? And that book for me will be Percy Jackson. Percy. Luckily for me, I didn't have to deal with too many cliffhangers with the series because when I read it, they had all the way up to the Son of Neptune out. So I was pretty lucky. I didn't have to wait for each and every book to come out, which I kind of wish I had read it sooner, but I'm also glad that I got to just read it back to back because I really like reading series back to back to back to back. So I wouldn't take that back. But yes, Percy Jackson, because it was my first fandom. All those quizzes with like, imagine your OTP. The first OTP I think of is Percabeth because obviously Percabeth. And yes, Percy Jackson. I feel like a lot of people can agree with me when they say Percy Jackson gives you the warm fuzzy feelings. Warm fuzzies, guys. Actually where I am, it's not really cool enough to wear sweaters right now, so I'm literally sweating in this, but I'm wearing it for the sake of the video. It usually is in the morning, but now that it's like the afternoon, it's kind of like, I'm also drinking hot chocolate. I don't know. Fall storm. Ooh. The wind is howling and the rain is pounding. Choose your favorite book or genre that you like to read on a stormy day. I don't really have like a book or a genre that I'm like, okay, if it's raining, I want to read this. But I am currently reading The Rose Society by Marie Lu. And it was raining a couple of days ago when I was reading it, and it was really, it added another dimension to the story when it's like pouring rain outside and you're reading kind of a creepy novel, so yeah, I enjoyed that. But there's not like a genre or a book that I'm like, I have to read this when it's raining. But I did enjoy reading this while it was storming outside. And flooding. Lots of flooding. Here in Texas, it's either there's no rain and everything's dry and dead, or there's so much rain that it's flooding. So we'll go from being in a drought to having a bunch of flood watches, one extreme to the other, guys. It's Texas, what can I say? Cool, crisp air, which I'm not feeling right now, guys. What's the coolest character you'd want to trade places with? Okay. Either Cammy from the Gallagher Girls series or Kat from the High Society series. These are both by Ally Carter. They're both amazing, like freakishly amazing. And in the High Society, they are thieves. And in the Gallagher Girls, they are spies. So either one would be a really cool person to be. A spy or a thief. I mean, like, they're really good thieves, and so it'd be cool, trust me. Trust me. So yes, if you like spies, if you like thieves, if you like really good books, you need to pick up these series. These are the first books in them. Take a good look at the covers and go look them up on Amazon, yeah. Go look these up. Hot apple cider. Oh, apple cider. What underhyped book do you want to see become the next hottest thing? I would say like some of the Ally Carter books, but she does have a pretty good fan base. So I'm gonna go with one that doesn't have a fan base at all, except for like me. I feel like I'm the fan. It's very sad. But that book is Anomaly by Kristen McGee. It's actually a trilogy, and I've talked about them a lot in some of my past videos. And it is a Christian sci-fi trilogy about a post-nuclear war world where they live underground and they don't have feelings, except for this one girl named Sally, who's the main character, and she does have feelings. And so then it's about her trying to hide her feelings, and then about her feelings being found out, and then what happens because of that. And it is just such a good series. And even if you don't like read Christian books, trust me, you will love this series. It is so good. And most of the time, Christian youth literature is pretty lousy, let's be honest. But this book is phenomenal, and the whole series is just amazing. So believe me when I say you will love this book and that you should pick it up, because it is very, very good. And there needs to be a fandom, at least just a small fandom. I need people to talk to, please. Oh my gosh. Please, you need to read this book. Coats, scarves, and mittens. The weather has turned cold and it's time to cover up. What's the most embarrassing book cover you own that you like to keep hidden in public? I don't own a book that I am ashamed of the cover, because I really like covers and pretty books, and so like I will like be like, okay, I'm going to buy this cover because this cover is the pretty cover of all these editions kind of thing. So there's that. So I don't really own a book where I'm like, I hate this cover and I want to hide it. And I don't own any books I'm ashamed that I've read. So I'm going to go with a book that I wish had a different cover. And that is An Old-Fashioned Girl by Louisa May Alcott. This book is so cute and so sweet. I read it this past summer. And it was really fun, really good, lighthearted read. Louisa May Alcott, she writes really great books. And I highly recommend you read it because it was just a great, quick, nice, fast, cute, fun read. And I highly enjoyed it. But I do wish it had a prettier cover. And this is actually one of my favorite covers out of the ones they do have. And none of them are bad looking covers. I just wish, you know, like a bunch of classics, they have all those pretty, just gorgeous covers. I wish somebody would make a gorgeous cover for An Old-Fashioned Girl and I would buy it, because as I don't hate this cover, I do wish it had like a nice, beautiful, I love you, hallelujah kind of cover. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I don't hate it, not ashamed of it, wish it was prettier though. Pumpkin spice. Oh, pumpkin. What's your favorite fall time comfort food or foods? I like soup. I like soup a lot. Sasha over on A Book Utopia, I totally agree with you. Soup. Soup is so good. My mom makes the best soup. She just recently made this like pumpkin barley chicken kind of soup. That stuff was good. And she has this tortilla soup that's really good. And her leek potato soup and her potato and cheese soup. And her, we call it the veggie beef soup. And soup, guys. Soup. Soup is delicious. I also really like hot chocolate, as you can tell by what I am drinking right now. The one thing that always comes in the fall is there's a town in Texas called Wahlberg, and they have a thing called the Wahlberg Festival. And their sausage, guys. Their sausage. But the thing about the Wahlberg Festival is you can buy their sausage and cook it at home, and it's still amazing because my mom and dad are both brilliant cooks. But one thing that my mom hasn't mastered yet is the Wahlberg sweet potato pie. It tastes like pumpkin pie out of the crust, but it's sweet potatoes. Sweet potato pie, but it is so good. I go there and I'm like, okay, you know, some sausage because that sausage is amazing. Some, you know, green beans and coleslaw because that's good too. But then the sweet potatoes, I'm just like, sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes, sweet potatoes, sweet potatoes. And they're so healthy too, so it's not like I'm doing harmful things to my body by eating too much of them, right? Right? So yes, Wahlberg sweet potatoes. That's good stuff. Warm, cozy bonfire. Spread the cozy warmth. Who do you tag? You. I tag you, right? Okay. I don't really have any people that I know on YouTube, so I'll just tag you and you and you and you and you and you and whoever is watching this that hasn't done it already or that wants to do it again. Because I feel like this is one of those tags that your answers will change every year. So just do it again. So I tag you to do it again. Alright guys, so that was my fall time cozy time book tag. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you again later.